Hello. Bet you're wondering why we're, I guess, in here today. I had a dentist appointment, and I didn't want y'all to be wasting your time today just by doing nothing, taking a free day. A few things I wanted to talk to you about, and I figured this would be a good way to do that. So, gonna start off with Friday night. Man, great performance. You guys marched well. You played well. There will be a few spots. You'll watch the video after this is over. There were a few spots where Ty's line kind of got out of whack, and then of course Jeremy, your line, that whole front saxophone line, our flank in one spot, we kind of ran into a few people, but other than that, I mean, great job. I mean, you really surprised me. The last 3 days of last week was a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. But before we ever started with our performance, there was already some dark clouds hanging over our heads because people came in late. I had to get on to people that were late, argue about it. People would tell me so and so said they're not coming tonight, and not, of course that just, it makes me, kind of upsets me a little bit to hear things like that, rumor or whatever it may be. A lot of people with an apathetic attitude. If I don't care, doesn't bother me, no big deal. We had girls coming in, mainly 8th grade girls coming in with Daisy Dukes on. I think some of you girls need to evaluate what you wear. I think it should have been put in a garage sale a couple of years ago because you've outgrown it. And tank tops and all that stuff, it's not allowed. And I want you to know that. Friday nights you come in your band shirt, and then that'll be acceptable. And of course the shorts. You need to wear shorts, something like you would wear in athletics. Definitely not those cut-off jeans or something like that. Sorry about that. Had somebody at the door. Anyway, talking about shorts, girls' shorts. You need to think about your reasons for wearing those. Or is it to show off, or is it popular to wear? But some of you girls need to realize that some of the things you're wearing is inappropriate, and you need to realize what kind of message you're sending out. And if you wonder if you're one of those, just ask me, I'll let you know. Some of you guys walking around with your band pants unzipped with your underwear on. Yeah, you have your underwear on, but you're acting as if they're shorts. Well, your underwear doesn't qualify as shorts. You need to have shorts on over your underwear, of course. I'm just worried about the modesty of some of you, and it's kind of scary, being at a Christian school where people are not concerned about it, or maybe they don't really see it like I do. I don't know. Some more things that have been bothering me lately. A lot of complaining and whining just about different things, about being late, about wearing the uniforms, all night at the games, wearing the berets, wearing the shoes. All the shoes are dorky, whatever. Sometimes when people come to a band unprepared, they don't have their horn, they don't have the music, they don't have the lyre, they don't have a flip folder. People haven't been coming in to play off their music memory whenever I set dates, and I told you those are going to be for grades. Just a lot of things have been building up. The other night after the game, when it was all over with, there was music spread out all over, just folders everywhere, music out of the folders, horns left out. There's a trombone in the auditorium we had to pick up. There were shoes laying out, berets all over the place, berets in the stands. You guys it really bothers me that you're so irresponsible where you can't pick up your own things. If you look at that table in the band hall by that trophy case, it's just covered with pieces of music, just individual music. And I'm not saying it's all yours, but a lot of the times it is. And you leave it on the stands, and you're just not doing a good job of picking up after yourself. And like I said, if your horns, if you do put your horns up in the cases, a lot of times the cases are laying on the floor and they're not on the shelves. And I've asked you several times, and I keep having to ask you these things, and I've got a lot of things in my mind. So sometimes I can't always ask you to do that. I just expect you to. I don't think that's too much to ask. just a lot of irresponsibility, I think, going on, and something that you guys, as young teenagers, you need to learn how to do and be responsible and take care of your possessions and the things that you need to, your music playing off, things like that. You just need to be responsible for those. I'm getting fed up, with the whining and all these things. People that don't show up to things and that are late consistently, I'm fed up with it. And if you're signed up for band, then I expect you to be there on Friday nights. I expect you to be at pep rallies and playing, not goofing off. And in the stands on Friday nights, I expect you to be playing your horn, not sitting in the corner playing somebody else's instrument or acting like it. If you can't play yours, then definitely don't try to play somebody else's. The attitudes of some of you, that I don't care, and it's on the verge of being disrespectful a lot of times to me. It's just, it's about to come to a boiling point, and I've had it. Some of you guys need to grow up and quit being babies. You're not babies anymore. You need to tough up a little bit and get with the program. I'm embarrassed whenever you whine to me, especially when there are parents around. I'm embarrassed that you whine for having to do a lot of these things. And if I were your parents, I would be embarrassed to hear my child. I know I'd be embarrassed to hear my child whine as much as some of you do about little things. How do you expect to have a good program if you don't put some hard work and some sacrifice and have a good attitude about it? I don't think you can have a good program unless you do those things. You can't go on complaining so much. Every day during band, whenever you guys come in, it helps me see what kind of character you have. Every day you come in, by the way you talk, by the things you ask me. It's one of the first things I hear every day. Oh, are we marching today? Do we have to march today? It's so hot outside. Or can we just stay inside? Can we play inside? Or you're always wanting the easy way out. Or we have to leave in 15 minutes. Do I have to get my horn out? Guys, you're coming into work. Don't expect the easy way out. If anything, ask what you can do for me, not what you don't have to do. Ask, can I? I have to go in 15 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and play. That's fine. Or sorry about that. I had another interruption. But anyway, as I was saying, don't come in looking for the easy way out. Okay, let's come in prepared to work. Something I'm also embarrassed of is a lot of times how easy you guys have it. You guys, a lot of times we work hard, but compared to a lot of bands and a lot of different programs, we don't work near as hard. And yet you guys still come in complaining. We don't have 2-week summer band, and maybe we should, but I know how some of you guys are. You wouldn't show up anyway, and that's a reflection on our program. But a lot of people, a lot of other schools, bands, organizations have it a lot tougher than we do, and so we need to buck it up there. You don't want to learn your music. You don't want to have to march outside. A lot of times you don't want to have to sweat. Nobody said it was going to be easy, and it's not. A lot of times it does take a lot of hard work. You get out there when it's hot and you're sweaty and a lot of thinking going on. You have to hold your horns for long periods of time. But like I said, a lot of people have it a lot harder than we do. And I remember growing up in Southeast Texas alone was harder just because it's so hot. But there'd be times we'd have to do attention drills. We'd stand at attention for 15 minutes. And some of you, I've yet to see you be still longer than 15 seconds. We're out there at attention girls swatting their hair back or whatever it is you have to do, wiping your nose. Blaze, you're always looking around, looking for somebody to talk to. A lot of times it's real easy. You have a lot of work involved in this program, doing the things that we need to do to help it roll along. And I realize, it'd probably be real easy to quit, just give up. This music's too hard. Don't want to have to stand out in the sun. It's just too hot. And a lot of people have quit. And a lot of them yet to understand why. I don't know why. But in life. You know, you're gonna have difficulties with different things, and you know, this to me is a good learning experience. You're gonna find out now how to stick it out whenever things get tough. Uh, you know, it's a lot easier to be in a band when there's 80 people in it. Uh, Things are a lot smoother, but whenever you get down to, 40 or 20, it starts getting a lot tougher. And in life, things are real smooth for a while, but whenever you run across problems, you don't just give up and quit. You've got to learn how to work them out. Are you going to quit your job because things don't go the way, because you have to work too hard, or because you have to, maybe work in a field? I've worked in fields where I've had to squat down out in the cornfield, and this water heat coming off the water, mosquitoes eating my arms, squatting down, counting bugs on corn ears. It sounds kind of silly, and I still don't know why I had to do that, but things like that. I think about those times and how hot and miserable I was. And then I get out here when I'm with you guys out on the field, and it doesn't bother me that much. I'm thinking, man, I've had a lot worse times than this, and it's no time to complain, because I know that there's a lot worse things out there. There have been times whenever I've wanted to give up, and a lot of times it's because of the people that have quit band. A lot of these talented kids have quit band, and I don't know why. I'm hoping it's not anything personally that I'm doing, but when they quit, it really bothers me to see the talented players that have been playing, in here since 5th grade. It really bothers me to see them quit and give it up for for nothing really. And a lot of times it's real frustrating and hard to go on whenever people do that, because you thought they were the ones you could trust. Well, after a while, I just have to realize, I'm not here for the people that quit. I'm here for the people that want to be here, which, I'm hoping it's all of you, because I'm here to serve you guys. I'm here to do my job. I have a commitment to you that I'm gonna do the best that I can, the ability that God's given me to make it fun for you guys and to teach you new things. And I hope that you guys take that also.
Wake you up?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you're wondering, that was our president, Tony Kite, coming in to check on me. I guess he thought I was asleep or something. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm here for you guys, and I'm committed to do whatever it takes to help you guys enjoy it. And a lot of times I think the people that aren't enjoying it are the people that don't have their music learned, or usually the people that know how to play their instrument well and that know how to march well. They usually don't mind as much as the people that are really struggling, and maybe you need to work a little bit harder to learn your things. But whenever you come to band, I don't want any more of this easy way out stuff. I want you to come in ready to work. If you want an easy day off, you need to go maybe take another class, because we're going to work in here. And I want that to be on your attitude. Whenever you come in, you be ready to work. Don't be ready to, let's take a free day today, or can we stay in and all that. And I've already told you about that. If you want to be challenged and you want to learn how to work together, then you need to be in here. But don't insult me by coming in and wanting to take it easy, because that's not what we're going to do. We're going to work, and we're going to make this a good program, or a better program. I don't want people in here that want to be in, that want the best of both worlds. They want to be in band, but they don't want to work. Well, if you're going to be in band, you're going to work to make it a better organization, and that's what we're working for. And I've talked to you Friday night. I've talked to you about people that quit. We just want to. I've had people say, "Well, I just want to quit. I want to watch. I want to be able to sit in the stands and watch a football game." And people just want to quit and be spectators. Well, I told you, what is the Friday night feeling without the band up there? If it's me and maybe 10 horn players up there trying to play Go Big Blue, because that's the only song we can play, You know, how proud are you going to be hanging over the fence there in front of the bandstands talking to your friends? And you know, how proud are you going to be of your school if you're not giving all that you can give to it? Um, you know, don't quit just so you can be a spectator and sit back and watch everything else. Be part of the Friday night experience. You know, it's like going to a football game without the football team. Uh, you know, and I know a lot of the football players and the cheerleaders can tell you a little bit about that. One day I try to get something done and have more visitors than I ever have all year long. As I was saying, you know, don't quit just so you can be a spectator and somebody that has no input on what's going on. You know, I want you guys to be a proud part of the Friday night experience. You know, I think Friday nights are great. You know, the football, the band's playing, the cheerleaders going. But as I was saying, you know, the cheerleaders and football players can probably tell you what it's like without a band there to play. It's a whole different ball game, and you guys need to realize the importance that you have. And I try to tell you that. You know, you guys are very important to this school, and don't forget it. Okay, don't take it lightly being in band. I talked about some of the bad attitudes that I've been seeing. You know, it's borderline disrespectful. Some of you guys, there's about 3 guys that have been you know, almost disrespectful to me. You know, I about reached my boiling level, and I'm not gonna put up with it much longer. So I hope that you guys, you know, can watch the way that you address me and the way you talk whenever you know, my back is turned or your back is turned, and know that there's always ears open listening. And on the other hand, there's some of you that have matured greatly, and you know, it makes me proud to have those people that want to help me out and that offer to do this and offer to do that. You know, can we do this? Can I help you anyway? And staying after on Friday nights to help clean up and you know, helping marching whenever you really, you know, could be sitting down doing nothing. You know, those people, you know, your parents are proud of you, and I'm proud of you, and the way that you do that. You were taught at a young age, and apparently it stuck with you. You know, not to take the easy way out and to help others in need. And you know, and I appreciate you guys, and it would be it'd be tough. Let me tell you, it'd be tough this year without those kind of people, and it's helped me out a lot. What I want to do is I want to challenge you in three areas. I want to challenge you, and it's going to help us this year. I want to challenge you to be responsible for all of the things that you need to be responsible for. Your music, keep up with your music, your horn, make sure you bring it, make sure it works. Your uniform, make sure you put it up when you're supposed to. Your playing, whenever, make sure that you're accountable for your music, that you can play it. And for your marching, you know, make an effort to stay in step. You'll watch the video and you'll see that some of you guys are having a hard time staying in step. That's one of my points. Second point, come in ready to work. Have a good work ethic. You know, come in and expect to do some work. Don't come expecting to have an easy day. And also come in with a good attitude. You need to come in ready to work and have a good attitude. And I tell you, it's going to be a different place in here. You know, I'm going to be happy, ready to work with you guys. And you know, I just want to challenge you to do that. Third point, I want you to be devoted. A devoted band person. If you're going to be in band, then you're in band. You either need to be in or out. And if you're in, I expect you to abide by all the rules. You need to be at every game, every function, and supportive of the band. You know, I don't want any Judases, the people that are going to, you know, badmouth the rest of us whenever our backs are turned. You know, you guys have a lot to be proud of in this organization. We've done a lot of good things through the years, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about to be in this program. It's and if you listen to some of the other bands that we play against, you'll realize that we have one of the finer bands around on our level. And this year will be a great year because of those 3 points. I think if we work hard at doing those things, you know, we're going to have a very a fun and successful year in marching and in concert season and everything that we do. We're going to have a good attitude, and we're going to have fun, and I think that's important. Just a couple more things this week. Friday night we go to Lorenzo. We don't have school on Friday, but I will expect everybody to be here Friday night to get on the bus, go to Lorenzo. Saturday morning we're going to march in the fair parade. I will expect everybody to be there also. You you need to make plans to be there. And this was on the schedule that I gave you, so there shouldn't be an excuse for not being there. And you know, the fair is, you know, it's a neat thing. Once you get there, it's a lot more fun. You think marching, you know, down the street a long ways or whatever, but it's a lot of, you know, it's a neat experience, I think, that you go through. You learn from it, especially when you play in the tunnel. It's a lot of fun whenever you get to play in the tunnel or underpass. You know, and I don't want to be this year. I don't want to be just another band. I want to be a great band. And you know, a lot of that is just having you accountable for your music and your marching and your different things that you need to be accountable for to help that happen. And you ask yourself, or you know, I ask you, what can you do to help the band program? And you might ask yourself, can I play my music, or can I stay in step? Well, hopefully you answered yes to those two. If you answered yes to both of those questions, if you can stay in step, you can play your music, man, the fair parade's going to be a breeze. You know, we're going to do fine. If you answered no to one of them and yes to the other, well, maybe you need to work. If you answered no on both of them, you know, we may be in trouble. But you know, I just expect you to work a little bit harder, take more responsibility for what you need to be learning or working on. You know, I just want you guys to know that I love you, and I pray for you, and I pray for the band as a whole that will, you know, do wonderful things this year. And I'm excited about the year. I think there's a lot of talent in here, a lot of young talent. And if you just allow me to work with you and to build this talent that you have, you know, there's not going to be any, you know, there's no telling how great we can be in a few years, or you know, maybe by the end of the year. You know, I've got high hopes, and I don't think this year is any, you know, worse or harder or than any other year. I think we're going to do fine. We're going to play well. We're going to learn some new things, and we'll be all right. Yeah, I just want you to know that I say these things today not to make you feel bad, but hopefully to help you evaluate yourself and make the right decisions for things that you need to do concerning band. Just a few reminders before I go. Don't forget your $8.50 for your shirts. You need to start bringing that in this week. Get that to me. And don't forget about Friday night, Lorenzo. Saturday, we've got the fair parade. Please, please, please work on your grades. Keep your grades up. We're going to be in a lot of trouble if you guys don't keep your grades up. After this video, you're going to watch the video of Friday night marching. And again, I want you to watch your feet whenever you're marching. Watch the stripes on the pants, and you'll be able to notice when people are out of step. I want you to watch those two front lines whenever you're coming across. Just watch real closely, and you'll see some mistakes that just by staying in step is going to help us a whole lot. I hope y'all get something out of this. You know, it's better than a day off. And you know, I wanted you guys to know some of the things that I've been thinking about. And you know, I hope that we can get all these worked out, because I really do think if we change our attitudes, some of us change our attitudes, and we come in here with a different attitude, I think that's going to make a whole difference, a big difference on our band program and on each other. It's going to make it a good place to be, and we're all going to be happy in here and want to come to band. And you know, this is my job, and you know, I love it here, and I couldn't imagine being with any other school where there's not as many Christian kids. You know, you guys, you know, you're the main reason I'm here, because of the Christian students that I have. And I thank you, and I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Our teacher doesn't ever laugh like that. We have a substitute today.
She is. She's a drill sergeant. She could be a drill sergeant. She is. One, two,
No, she's going to tell. That's all
just
teacher.
making sure. Okay, come on, teacher. Everybody goes to bed. Kelsey, whenever it's my turn to get stretched, point to me. Let's see what's happening. Alright, tap down. We're gonna play William Tell, right? Good.
What is that?
What number is that? 41, Matthew. Get with the program.
Yeah.
Position 2.
Position 2.
Let's go.
Okay, I was
Ready,
like,
guys?
Position 2, everybody.
No. Position 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. Alright, that's bad. Ready, play. Very good. Quarter. 1, 2, ready, play.
We're doing half notes there.
Nuh-uh.
Dun, dun,
Okay,
dun.
we're gonna play a game, okay?
Woo!
Game that.
What was that game?
First one, stand up. Okay. If I tap my thing like that, I'm gonna play. Your first note on the scale. Scale. Most of you can see. D, B flat.
G.
B flat. Alright, whatever. B flat. Okay.
Just play
Anyway.
whatever y'all's first note is.
Okay. And then if you go like that, you play your audience to down.
You
Okay.
have to tap. That's a tap, right?
Is it just a C or do we go up to a G?
No.
No.
Here we go. We're gonna make it kind of easy at
Yay!
Adam, you.
No, but you went down.
Okay, how about a
I
test?
did.
I learned that.
No, I hear some people going, go, when I'm going like this. It's going faster, so let's say that.
Oh, just whenever she hits it down, play one note. She hits it down, play one note.
Alright, this is what it's supposed to be like. Say Adam playing, he should go, da, da, da,
we go.
Let's go.
That was everybody.
Julie wins. Yay, team. Let's get it. How do you know what happened? Two of the same number. No idea.
I have 2 A's.
And you know if you're out or not, okay? Yeah. I need to trust you. And drums, I'll say bang. We're quiet. And listen, I know you trumpets. I know if it's a G or not. Okay?
Hey, Alan says trumpets are
But what if we mess up? We don't know if he's
Mr.
not.
Parrish knows what it is, right?
Kelsey. Don't do it if he's playing it. What if you just say, you just tell him just play, people.
Listen, if I say Tyler playing,
Clarinets play a.
sorry, and if you're out, just if I'm calling you and you're out, just say no, okay? Kelly, sit in the middle if you're out. Addie, if you're out, you say no. Kelly, what should I do? Kelly,
Make her play the bells.
okay. Play the bells.
What did I do, Jason?
Aren't those the
Uh-huh.
Play a D flat.
A D flat?
But she's cheating. It's on there.
Play an A.
Okay.
What? Sit in the middle of it.
You have to play
Hey, Addie, sit in the play A.
Kelsey, not sitting in the middle. Kelsey, Matthew's not sitting in the middle.
Matthew, sit in the middle.
Kelsey, that's
What was that?
It's in the middle.
Go sit there.
It's in the middle.
We could play
Josh, play a B flat.
Okay, stop playing it. It's not your.
When you play B flat. Let's just try. 2, 1, 2, ready, play. Very good.
Lovely job. Y'all are not out.
It's called a taunt.
Hannah, no slide whistle.
I'll play that.
It does. Yeah, never mind. What are you doing?
This is what we're going to do today. First of all, I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to call your name, I'm going to give you a word that you have to remember. Okay? Jamie, your word's going to be right.
Right.
Okay? Brad, yours is yep.
Yep. Is that
Jordan?
right? Yep.
Jordan, yours is nope.
Nope.
Josh, yours is yes. Stephen, yours is no.
Yeah.
No. No. Doug, yours is uh-huh.
No. Uh-huh.
Matthew, yours is uh-uh.
Uh-huh, that's right.
As in uh-uh. No.
Yeah.
Bradley, yours is yeah. Teddy,
Yeah, that's what I usually
yours
say.
is I don't know. And David, yours is maybe.
So what's mine? Yeah. Yep.
Don't make me repeat them, okay?
Will you just say? Yep.
Yep. Alright, this is what we're going to do. Guys, listen please. What we're going to do is, I've got some things for you guys, some building projects. First of all, what we're going to do, I'm going to split you up into teams. These are your teams. Jamie, Brad, and Jordan, you're in one group. Josh, Stephen, and Doug, you're in one group. Matthew, Bradley, Teddy, and David, you're in one group. And in a minute, I'm going to spread you out in your groups, and I'm going to give you some things. First of all, we're going to divide the things that I have for you into parts.
Legos.
Got some Legos, and
Lincoln Logs. Lincoln Logs.
what we're going to do with
We
these,
get Legos.
the people with the Lincoln Logs, you're going to have to wait a minute. I'm going to have to give the Lego people a little bit of time to sort theirs out, and then I'll give you more instructions. What we have, let's see, the people with the four, Matthew, this is going to be your guide, okay? You just hold on to that. Don't look at it yet. Josh, come here. These are your guides. Don't look at them yet. And,
I'll come up there from my group.
okay. Don't look at it yet. Alright.
We're not looking.
Now these guys that have the papers, are the foremen of this construction job.
I'm the foreman.
Teddy? Teddy? The guys who have the instructions are the foremen. And they're the ones who are going to have to tell you and tell you what you have to do to build this stuff. They're going to give you the guides. Okay, we need this part here for the bottom. We need these parts. They can't touch. The foreman can't touch the parts.
I'm good at building.
They can only tell you what to do. The workers listen to the rules. The workers can't look at the picture. Only the foreman can look
And
at
they
the
ask
picture.
us if we need this piece and we go,
No, you can talk. Y'all can talk and everything. Okay? The object is we're gonna see which team can get their project done first. Okay? So it's gonna be kind of a competition deal between
Some
the three teams.
people have like,
But they got
only 4 of them. They got 4 people.
So, we do.
Hey.
well, counting
Get
brains.
All right, does everybody understand the instructions? The foreman. Hey, the foreman. You remember the foreman has to give the instruction and tell them how to build it, and the workers have to do the physical part. Now the foreman can't touch the parts, and the workers can't look at the instructions. Okay. So that is the objective there. What I need to do, let's go ahead and let's put the Lincoln people over here. You can start on the floor.
Is this videotaping? We can move.
Let's scoot it over to more Lincoln Log people, and the Lego people, you're gonna have to come over here, and we're gonna have to divide our parts up first.
These are my
Foreman, you can give them instructions. Let's go. Builders build.
Teddy, y'all touch it. Don't Josh.
Get that.
Yeah, I need one more thing. I need the
No, I have to tell you what to do.
I need a harpoon.
Get that up. Get this to wait. Get that and put on there.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like that. All right, now put it on the
Put
end.
that on there. No,
It's 6 knobs from the other side. There. Guys, put it together so is the little bolt.
Get that. Okay.
Six knobs.
Well, hold on. I have to tell you what to do. Get that and put it on there.
Get on one of the edges.
One more over.
Yes, now count.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can point, Josh, but remember you can't touch them.
Yes. 4, 5.
Okay.
Put it right there.
No,
it's curving out.
somebody move that. We need that little gray thing out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
All right, now Josh, give me
stick it. Okay.
All right, Josh, tell me what I need.
There should be a window.
Tell me how to build these guys. Tell me how to build
Alright, now get the green propeller. Get that green one. It's under there.
Josh, tell me how to build guys.
Yeah, Matthew, you can't touch.
Put that
You
on
can't
there.
build, Matthew.
Oh, we can't get this.
Josh. Oh wait,
There's
Josh,
no
that side.
Yeah.
Put the door.
Alright, now put that green thing.
No, it's supposed to. Wait, count how many pieces.
Put these
Josh.
right here.
Put those right there. To the bottom.
Where's that little black piece?
I got this.
Okay, guys, as of right now, you have to start saying your word that was designated to you.
No.
Now.
Matthew, from now here on out, guys, you have to say the word that was designated to you.
Say your word, right?
Yes.
Why
It-
designated
Yes.
to
You,
Yeah.
Hey, we need that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, I need one of those
hey, guys.
round piece.
Hey, guys, listen. The only word that should be coming out of your mouth, guys.
Yes.
Steven,
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
No. Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
Teddy,
No.
Teddy,
Yes.
you can only say the word designated to you.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. All right. Yep.
Yes.
Now what do we do?
Yes.
Hey, Brad, you can only say your word.
Yep.
Yes. 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 Yes.
No.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Right. Oh,
Yes.
the other side.
Yes. 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 Say yes. Yes. Take yes. 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 Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, guys, listen up.
Yes.
Foreman, bring me your papers.
Yes. Yes.
Give me your papers, Foreman.
I messed up.
No.
What?
Yes. Right
Now I
there.
gotta do
Yes.
it by myself.
Yep.
I don't know
Yes.
this one, Steven.
Josh, give me your papers. Try to do it the best you can. Jamie, give me your paper.
No.
Ah!
Hey, come on.
Yes.
Shoes.
No. Steven, I got it. You're gonna do it.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Tell us how to do it.
Yes.
Shoot it
Yes.
over.
Yes.
What are we doing?
Yes.
Foreman, Norman, you can help build. You got to try to finish it.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's the big one.
Yes.
All right, guys. I've got some questions for y'all.
I'm ready for
Uh,
it. Was hard. Right.
First of all,
Especially after you took
what
the-
kind of emotion or bond did you have with your team?
Not very good.
Frustrated.
Oh, one at a time.
It
Matthew.
was frustrating because I was going.
No, what was it, when I told you the instructions? What was your bond with your team? And
It was about that tower, wasn't it?
It was pretty good, but when we could only say our words, it kind of wasn't too good.
okay, Jamie.
We did pretty good because I had the word right, and they and whenever I shook my head, they knew there was wrong.
Okay, when I asked you what kind of bond or emotion you had with each other,
I hope you're broken, Steven.
okay, when I asked you what kind of emotion or bond did you have, when I told you it was a competition of first people to finish, did you have any kind of unity, or did you think, okay, bond with your team, like, all right, we're gonna do it, we're gonna.
It was hard because you couldn't talk. and
Well,
the
you
person
could at
couldn't
first,
touch.
but who was it? You three guys?
Yes.
Because I noticed that you guys were quieter over there and you were working out. Of course, you had a little bit easier, bigger toys over there, but it seemed like y'all were more, maybe unified, ready to work together. Where some of you, I could tell, maybe weren't used to working together and had a harder time.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
How was the working going whenever you had the foreman talking and everything? Was everything running pretty smooth?
Yes.
It was okay.
It was running smooth.
Well, it was running okay.
Did you have a system whenever you're doing it that way? Did you have a system? Foreman Josh, did you have a system where you would tell them, where you were pointing at everything, or? Is that pretty much what you were doing? Matthew, did you have a system, or?
I'd like shake my head and point and say no.
Well, okay, this is when you could talk
Whenever
though.
I could talk, I'd just say, all right, 4 knobs to the top. You got to put the one that looks.
Okay. How did it differ, Jamie? How did it differ whenever you couldn't talk anymore? Or you had to say that word that was given to you?
You couldn't tell them which piece to take and not take unless you pointed at it.
Okay. Did they pick them up and kind of ask or
Yeah.
motion to you?
You go like this,
Okay.
or like this, or like this.
Okay. It was pretty confusing, wasn't it? And you could have, if you had plenty of time and it wasn't a race, you probably would have felt like, okay, we can do this over time. But
We almost finished, but you took the paper
after I
away.
took the paper away, it was almost impossible. You had to go by memory. Okay, let's see. I think it was.
But see, we didn't know what to do because he had the paper.
Right. He had the paper, and so you had to look to him for advice and on how to do that. Did you think it would have been possible to do it with just saying that word
Oh,
Yes.
no.
over a long period of time?
Maybe.
You think it would be possible to do it the way it's supposed to be done without the
Maybe.
paper?
I doubt it. But
What?
Closer for you
Record
guys
us.
because it was a little bit easier, I think. But these
How
guys,
come you recorded us?
unless you had a picture memory, then it would be awfully hard to do it without the picture. The main purpose of this whole thing was just to kind of show you what they went through the Tower of Babel. They were working together as a team and they were doing all this stuff, and then until God said, okay, they're working to, they're doing it for the wrong reasons. Of course, you guys were, competing against each other, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to make it harder for them. So I did this. I might have made you say certain words, kind of like they did. They were babbling to each other. They couldn't understand each other. Then when I took it away, it was useless. Y'all probably would have given up after a while. If we would have done this
I would
over a 2 or 3 hour time,
Right
especially if we had one bucket apiece of Legos, you'd probably say it's useless, and then you probably would have just turned and went your way. And that's kind of what I wanted to get you guys to see, the similarities between what we do.
Don't pull anything. Watch the book, okay? Don't look for it.
Yeah, after we do it, I'll let you two listen together.
playing?
Time Lord.
Oh, I messed up. Okay, this is from the Saints School Marching Band. It's number 112. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna play.
Something.
I'm just gonna play. I like it. Okay.
So you're really done.
Oh, I messed up at the end.
Okay, good, Whitney.
Are you getting some grade on this? How do you have your grade for that? Can I go next?
Just gonna go down the list if I need
Can I
to.
go next?
All right.
Is that one I'm a chihuahua. Girl, let's start now. I'll kill Uncle.
Of recording. Can I go get it? And play a song on it?
What was that?
Mozart melody. All right, good job, Tyler.
Step on my seat.
Mozart melody for Dusty.
Chico. Don't be surprised if you're free
gonna play for us? No Susanna. Very good, Annie. All right, Lawrence playing Mozart Melody.
Go, Lauren!
All right, good job. All right, Kelsey.
Go, Lauren! Mr. Parrish.
Camera play 112 and 6
Woo! All
She's
right.
playing what? It was
Same.
the same.
Oh, can I give her a bass on the drum? Can I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom?
Let's play the wedding again.
Mr. Perry, we still have the trumpet still.
All right, Kelsey. All right, Kelly. All right. Good job, Kelsey.
Go, Nathan.
Okay. I guess I will. All right, Nathan.
What did he play?
William Tell. All right, good, Marissa.
Just a second, camera's already set. Ready? Hold on. Will you count us off?
The camera's
Okay.
rolling.
Is it?
1, 2, ready, play. All right, good job. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play.
You killed it.
All right.
10,000.
1, 2, ready, play. What are y'all playing?
One.
Okay. 1, 2, ready, play. All right, way to get back in there, Annie.
Where are y'all gonna play? Michael, row your boat ashore. Okay, would you count us off, please? Not yet. When we're ready.
Let's see, okay.
Okay, would you count us off, please?
You start on beat 1,
No, no.
2, pick up notes for 1.
2. She's
Okay.
got 1 and I've got 1. She's got 2 and I've got 1. No. Half note. Oh.
All right, so if I give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Ready again? 1, 2.
Oh, wait, not yet. Who's playing the high part? Who's playing the high part? Okay.
1,
Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Can I play now?
Okay.
Ready? Count us off.
What are you playing?
Get to my living room.
Okay, 1, 2, and ready and play.
We're gonna start all over.
Okay, 1, 2, and ready and play. Okay, Okay, somebody pull our batteries out.
Ari and Whitney will be playing Hyde Park.
What are y'all playing?
London Bridge. Mr. Paris, count us off, please.
1, 2, ready, play. All right, good job, girls. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Let's try it again. Bum, bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, here we go. 1. Hannah, have a seat. 1, 2.
Mixed up on the 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.